Hey guys, welcome back to Four Towers Films, and I'm joined by.
Doug, 218, what is up?
We are recapping and commentary of Big Brother Canada Season 7, Episode 4, POV.
The actual episode.
The actual with the POV.
So,
Well, we did say Episode 4 on the last one, just the my title said Episode 4. Well, we said Episode 3 in the last one, but the title said Episode 4. But this is actually Episode 4. You know.
it's POV night.
That's interesting. Now we can tell you who won. And it looks like. Do we want to start with that or not? That was later. That was near the end of the episode.
Well, let's recap what's gone on. Okay. The Pretty Boys have been formed. We found out in the previous episode from Laura's exit interview.
Right, that there was a female alliance.
But Sam was yakety yak, yakety yak. And
so Laura didn't trust her, and
she
went to Adam, and Adam thought, hey, you're shady, so let's get rid of you. Bye. So Laura got evicted. So then Dan won. He nominated Kira and Mackie, and so here we are. So Mackie he felt pretty secure. I don't think I think Kira believes she was the target this week.
Yeah.
Because she was too emotional. And, emotional players are wild cards. And she actually had a confrontation with Dane about that.
Yeah.
And Dane's like, well, I didn't really say you were a wild card. I said you could be a wild card because, emotional players, you don't really know what to expect from them.
Let's introduce everyone to Backpedaling 101.
Well, in a sense, that is kind of what he said.
Yeah.
Like, he did say he could be a wild card, and really Kira's not his target anyway, it's Sam.
Yeah.
He wants to backdoor her because he thinks Adam is too close to her now. And really, she's kind of up his butt. Everywhere he goes, there she is.
I'm sorry, I don't know where he ends and she begins because they are like forever joined at the hip.
Mm.
And it's odd. And the rest of them in the house are kind of giving them that.
Well, yeah, I mean, even after the POV comp, which Adam won.
It was close, though.
It was close between him and Mackie, though. The only reason I don't think Mackie really tried. It was one of those where they were bloggers, and they had to get maple syrup, which was water, and log roll over a pool, and then dump their maple syrup into a big vat.
Yeah.
And so Mackie, he was trying to dig it out, but he didn't really try that hard, I don't think. I guess it was hard for him to get it out, but Adam, they're like neck and neck. Mackie was actually ahead of Adam. And then Adam was able to dig it out and won. And so then Sam jumps into his arms screaming, and everybody's looking at them like, okay, what's going on here? And so they knew they were together.
But they just reconfirmed.
But now it's like really reconfirming that. So Adam didn't really like that. So he's like, chill. So.
And she took offense to that.
Yeah, she did. They went into the storeroom.
And she's like, blah, blah.
Oh, no, the have-not room.
And they had it out. She's like, if I can't play with you, I don't want to play.
I'm not going to play with anybody. I'm just playing for myself. And, he's like, relax. Like, they know what they're together, but, let's not make this seem like a showman because it's threatening to other people. But he's, saying in the diary room that if he has to, he'll cut her loose.
Yeah.
So.
She's a little much.
Yeah.
And everyone else is kind of like, okay. And the pretty boy, Mark.
Mark.
He's going, well, maybe if I really play it up and start flirting with her, then
Right.
Adam will kind of go, "Hey,
Yeah, she's shady.
she's
I can't
shady.
really trust
I
her.
can't trust her."
But you're not seeing this in the show, but you're seeing this in the feeds. He's flirting with Chelsea.
Mark's flirting with Chelsea.
No, Adam's flirting with Chelsea
Woo!
a little bit. Which is another thing. Kira had asked Chelsea to, like, if she got House Guest Choice, if she could choose to pick Chelsea to play for her and if she would use the veto, which Chelsea agreed to because she wanted to work with her and their friends. And so, but then when it came down to it, Chelsea's rethinking this and she's like, oh, I don't know, because, like, if everybody wants Kira out, I don't really want to go against the rest of the house. So she's, like, pacing back and forth in the bedroom.
I can't win.
I can't win. And then
who walks in?
Who walks in but Kira. And Kira's like, oh, what? You know, you don't want to play. Like, she feels bad because she doesn't want to put her in that position. But Chelsea's like, I can't win because I want you to play. I want you to be here. But if she's the one the house wants to vote out, then it kind of makes me stick out like a sore thumb, basically.
It's kind of that, I told you to pick me, but now that you picked me, I don't really want to help you.
Well, because you probably didn't think she'd actually get House Guest Choice, and she'd get to pick her, you know, but no, that's exactly what happened.
Awkward.
You know, so it's kind of like, not good. But,
yeah, well.
And so then when, like, Kira leaves, Adam comes in and Chelsea's like, please win. Because I don't want to win. Because then I'd actually have to, well, she'd feel torn about using it. And she doesn't want to break her promise about using it, but she also doesn't want to use it to begin, you know? So she's kind of, like, stuck.
Oh, the dilemma. Oh, these people. It's like a bad science experiment, these guys. You know, and the house is a mess.
Oh my God, we were talking about that. I mean, most of the house, like every time you see it, the American or the Canadian one, the house is always a freaking mess. Clothes everywhere. Like, the kitchen doesn't look too bad. They actually, I guess, do their dishes, like, unlike some seasons where they end up getting ants and stuff. But, you know, I mean, it's a freaking mess. Like, look, even the archive room, there's, like, papers all over the floor.
If you ever want to see a group of 20-somethings, 30-somethings instantly revert to 2- and 3-year-olds, get them to play this game.
It's like, why... I don't, like, every Big Brother, I don't think I've seen one Big Brother where they actually had a pretty clean house. Well, maybe the first season.
It's the mindset not everyone has, but a lot of people have. It's not my house, it's not my, it's not my problem, blah, blah, blah.
Well, yeah.
I'm just going to toss it this way, that way, and all over.
Yeah. Basically.
It just looks like someone walked into that archive room, just started pulling stuff off the shelves, spinning around in circles, going, wee!
Well, because the whole floor is littered with paper. It's really bizarre.
It really looks like a spy movie where they're trying to find evidence and they're just pulling everything off the shelves and just tossing it around. Like, the room is actually like a total disaster zone. And what's funny is now the house guests are going in there to strategize.
It used to be like they used to go into the storage room. They still do, but that used to really always be the place where they strategize. Now it's the archive room. I mean, Kira seemed like camped out there. She's always there if you watch the feeds. And then today, Stephanie and the other Kira, Kiki, were in there, and now they're becoming really close, and they're forming an alliance.
The Young Bloods, that's what they're calling
the Young Bloods. Yeah.
How very S.E. Hinton.
How very outsiders.
How very outsiders. Come on. How much you want to bet there's someone actually in the diary room going, you and Kiki are gonna call yourselves the Young Bloods?
Well, it makes you wonder because some of the not to say they couldn't be creative, but some of the names are pretty creative. But I wouldn't call the Pretty Boys too creative. That was probably their own invention. But
Okay,
you know, just
um
saying.
let's be honest. Okay, between you and I, how many of them are actually pretty on of the Pretty Boys are actually
Pretty.
pretty?
Personally, Adam's okay. I don't know. I've seen better, sorry. But other than that, they're okay. Like, they're not, to me, gorgeous, but
You know, the better, and from my flip side, I'll say, like Adam's
Adam's one of the
dec-
better looking ones.
decent looking
Yes.
fella. Anthony's not bad looking either.
Yeah, I mean, they're not trolls, but like,
Dane's the lovable sidekick.
yeah. Yeah, and why isn't he wearing his tooth anymore? He always has it out now. Every time you see him, he doesn't wear it anymore.
He's got, he's, what he's doing. He's got that there country bumpkin thing going.
Well, that's his hockey player. He's a hockey player, but I just find it funny. He does have the a
the
bridge
plate.
or whatever, but he doesn't wear it half the time. I haven't heard why. Maybe you guys have, but ever since you showed them that that's fake,
So he's
he doesn't wear it. I just find it funny.
So, like we said, Adam won
Yeah.
the veto, and
But now I don't know if you really got that. Like, this is a feeds thing. I don't know if you really got it from the show. But now it seems like the tide's starting to turn and people are wanting to vote out Mackie and not Kira because it's not that there was really no real reason to vote Kira out. Like, none of them, like, other than she's emotional. But she hasn't been that emotional the last few days. So, and I think people are thinking Mackie's becoming too arrogant. That's from the feed. So if you're watching the feeds, like I said before, you get a bigger, broader picture of what's going on in the house than you do on the show. But to me, it's looking more like it's possible that Mackie might be the one they want to vote out.
See, that's the problem, though. Like, things change so quickly in this game, and you literally have to watch both the feeds and the show, and then try and piece things together.
Well, that's the thing, is the fact of, and the American show does it too. You're only getting, I know, because it's 24-hour period over a couple days. They're piecing together really for each show, and so they can only put so much in, and usually the most important stuff, but then it's leaving out really important chunks, like the fact that it sounds more like they're shifting to voting Mackie out.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll show that tomorrow's episode, which is the eviction episode, but
eviction number 2.
But it does, like, you're not really getting that.
No.
You didn't get that really from the maybe because it didn't happen at that point, but to me it's looking more like Mackie maybe the target, but we'll find out tomorrow.
So Adam does, he walks into that nomination room.
The nomination, well, they go into where they nominate.
And
I always find it funny that the POV holder does that. It's not like they have the power. Oh, that's the one thing that's different. They don't have the power to really change anything. They're just deciding whether to use it or not. They don't nominate the next person. But that's what was different this year is...
Oh, yeah.
The HOH didn't get to play veto. So that's something that's new. They still got to nominate the replacement.
They won't be able to play at all.
But they don't get to play, which really ticked Dane off. He's like, he really wanted to play. He wanted all the power in his hands.
wanted to have all the power this week.
Yeah.
And basically that, it's kind of set a precedent now that, you can win HOH, but guess what? I'm taking the veto out of the
out
equation.
Of your hand. Well,
out of your hands.
Maybe it's because there's too much power in the HOH hands.
Yeah, it could
at
be.
that point, they had all the power. If you had the HOH and one POV, they had all the power that week because they get to nominate the replacements.
Tell her what you think about this.
Yeah, let us, or both of it. Let us know in the comments. What do you think of that new twist? That's one thing Big Brother Canada does a lot is change the game up a lot. Every year they do something a little bit different.
So we get another video clip of the Mission Impossible computer room again. as he's making his decision, and it's like, I don't know what to do.
Debating whether or not to
Do
use
I,
it.
don't I, da da da. So you're kind of left with not knowing exactly where he's standing. Comes out, does his POV spiel.
You tell me why you think I should use it on you.
Kira immediately goes, I know you're not going to use it on me.
Yeah.
Because it'll mess up your game. Mackie's like, please use it on me. Let's be good. I'll be good competition for you.
Yeah.
So please use it on me. And what does Adam do?
He doesn't use it.
Noms stay the same. So Sam's kind of...
Well, Sam's happy about that. Because she knew, like she said to him, I was out the door. If he hadn't won it and didn't use it kind of thing, she'd be out the door, really. So,
and what I love is she's, during the whole POV competition, she's like, no one sat near me, no one sat next to me.
Yeah.
You know how that makes me feel? I'm thinking, and I'm playing a game here. You're playing a game.
Well, they don't need to ostracize people. I think it's more to do. They do it though. Survivor, they do it. They do it. Big Brother, American Big Brother too. Anytime, and that's how they kind of know that they end up being a target is because
everyone goes silent.
Everybody starts to ostracise them. They don't talk to them. They act weird. They stop talking when they come in, and they don't sit with them. They don't invite them to it's kind of obvious that you're a target at that point. So, if you're really trying to keep this on the down low, you might actually want to talk to them and do stuff with them. So, it's kind of obvious, that they're a target.
Future Big Brother Canada house guests.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Let us give you a couple of helpful tips. If you think you're a target, be aware of the fact of, 1, they stop talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
2,
or don't do that if you want your target not to know they're a target.
Or 2, you walk into a room, everyone suddenly goes silent.
Don't go silent if you don't want them to know.
3,
back normal.
They treat you like you have the plague.
They won't sit with you. Don't do that.
Or if you're in a bedroom with a bunch of other people, they suddenly move out.
I've seen that before. where the person will come in, everybody, I got something to do. And they leave.
It's like, you turn the light on and it's like ants scurrying for the darkness.
Oh my gosh. Obvious much, but
so
tips for future Big Brother players. So that's for people who might be targets, but if you have a target in mind, don't do that to your target because then it's kind of obvious that the target, unless you don't care that they know. But if you do, then I would act normal.
This is a public service announcement from Four Towers Films and Doug 218.
From once been watching from day one.
Smarten up.
Mm-hmm. Especially if you want to win. Well, that's it for this episode, for the POV episode 4 of Big Brother Canada Season 7. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe because we give recaps for every single Big Brother Canada episode.
And throw this lady a like.
Yeah, what? Yeah, thumbs up, which is a like. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. There you go, up there. For so you know when I upload the next one, which will be tomorrow for the eviction episode number 2. Who's going to go home, Kira or Maki? Let me know in the description box.
Yeah,
who do you think's going to go home? Who do you want to go home?
Who do you
want to go home? I don't really care at this point. I'm not. Really invested in either one of them at this point.
I was going to say that as well. We're only a few episodes in, and you're not really invested in these guys and gals yet. So you know what?
But between Kira and Maki, probably Maki. But because I've been watching the feeds, and I can see why some of them want to vote him out. But I don't know. At this point, I don't really care which one goes home.
Well,
what about you?
You know what? I don't get a chance to watch the feeds because I'm working in the evening, and I just happened to be home this week because of change of shift.
Well, he was during the day working, but
But right now, either one can go out the door. That's where I'm sitting.
Yeah.
Let us know where you are.
Who would you want to see go home? Who do you like? Who do you don't like?
Do you even?
Not sure who I really like yet at this point.
You know what? Even though Eddie's playing the whole immigrant thing kind of hard, to the tilt, I kind of like him.
I don't know if I like him that much.
I,
Eddie. He's
you know,
he's all right.
But from what I'm seeing, only I'm not seeing the feeds like you are, and
No,
so.
I'm even talking just from the show. I mean, even just from he's not that much different on
No.
the feeds. He's okay. I don't know. At this point,
Early days.
Huh?
Early days.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Sam. I don't think it should toned it down. I think I like her better. Corey's okay.
Chelsea, she
Chelsea's
rubs me the wrong way.
but right now she seems to be fading into the background. That's the problem. So many of them are kind of fading in the background. They're playing up really low key in a way. So you're really only seeing the bigger, like Sam, the bigger personnel: Sam, Adam, Mackie, Eddie, Kaylin, or Mama. They call her now, Mama K. They seem to really respect her, and at this point, they still don't know she's actually in her 40s because she said she was 29. So I don't think they realize yet. But they do call her Mama K, so makes you wonder too. Because you don't normally call someone in their 20s Mama.
Unless she is a mom.
Unless she is a mom. Is she mom? I don't remember.
She is a mom.
Oh, so there you go.
So she might have played that up.
Yeah. So that could be it.
I'd like to see more from Corey.
Yeah. She seems, but again, she's kind of blending in, although she seems to be the target for next week so far. But that can change on the dime, so we'll see.
So, guys, like this lovely lady said, tune in tomorrow to see our recap on
the eviction episode
number 2.
That will be episode 5.
5. And like she said, also, like, subscribe, hit that bell so you know when she uploads.
So take care. And we'll see you tomorrow, guys.
See you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.